is
okay.
US.
Right, absolutely. Stay on with me, Akash. Also joining me on the telecast is Ajit Dua, the former Commerce Secretary. Ajit Dua, what is going to come off the push that has been made by the Indian government to strike a deal with United States of America when it comes to the bilateral trade agreement?
Megha, I think we'll have to wait and watch. We might be in a hurry to have what we call in trade language early harvest. That means certain things on which agreement is possible, we exclude those and announce an agreement on those. Similar reciprocity in terms of hurrying up in arriving at a deal with India is probably needed from the United States side as well. All that we have agreed so far are the terms of reference which were agreed 2 days prior to the announcement on 31st of March, to be precise, 2 days before the 2nd April, the announcement of reciprocal tariffs by President Trump. Having said that, I think India now in this disrupted trade, globally disrupted trade, global capital flows likely to get disturbed. Each country is now virtually left to itself. Whether we should partner China and then confront United States, I don't think is a good policy. We have too much at stake with the United States, and with China, we have our own differences geopolitically, border-wise, and hegemony of the Asia-Pacific region, etc., various kinds of differences. So I'm one for saying we guard against China on a very different issue altogether. Once China is not able to export to the extent it was to the United States, $800 billion is its trade with China, with the United States, it is likely to start looking at other places closer to it where it could literally dump its production. It can't hold on, its private sector, its public sector can't hold on to what they are producing. So it's likely to adversely affect if dumping in a big way starts upon India and others in the Asian region. So we have to be worried about that. Earlier, dumping was to United States, but it was largely through Mexico and to some extent through Canada. But the United States also watching them and having put already certain duties on them which are higher than the duties which have been put on an average on the Asian countries other than Vietnam. So I think we would need to be very careful before we talk about aligning with China, even now or earlier. The Chinese have their own problems.
But the question arises, how are we going to tackle the slowdown? Because RBI has already cut the repo rate to 6%. This is the second time that it has done since February in wake of the anticipation that the markets might be slowing down. So where are we going to get markets for India to export products without any tariff and non-tariff barriers is the big question. I'm going to thank both of you for joining me on the telecast. We'll take this